are blessed with such wonderful people.
See, that's exactly what I said.
Right. So it's
Feeling rich is what money.
right.
Now that we cannot put a number as to, okay, if I have this much, this is when
Then
I feel
only
rich.
right. It's a matter of
It's not
feeling
like
that
that.
abundance. Yeah, feeling of
Yes.
abundance and that
Yeah.
happiness and all.
Yes. And for you, abundance could be different. For me, abundance could be different.
Different. Yes.
So, am I feeling my feeling of abundance? Then you have money.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, okay, we will start.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, welcome everybody again. Today we decided that we will again talk a little bit more about money, and maybe we will do some small little experiment or a little process, whatever you call that. And as part of that, we were discussing just now that two things to remember when it comes to money is not bank balance. It's about not even how much you are earning. It's about, do you feel rich? If you answer that question every month or every 15 days once, do you feel rich? Then you know that your situation is changing for you or not. Now, what is do you feel rich means what? It's different for different people. Okay. Now, but in general, when we are saying that we are rich, means I can think beyond my needs. I can probably, guess, go to a level of wants and desire. Maybe I can get there. That is a boundary, like you have need, then you have wants, and then you have desires. So even if you are all the needs part, it's already you've got it, and you are at the wants. Wants is like a boundary, and then you have the desire. So if you are able to satisfy these wants and desires, even how much of a percentage, that means you are rich. Okay. And so that is why your needs could be different. Another person need can be different. That is why being rich cannot be defined in a very generic way. It is different for different people. So you should be able to satisfy yourself with those. And also the other thing would be you should have a comfortable life. If you are not rich, then you will sacrifice a lot of things in your life. And comforts is one thing which will easily you will sacrifice on the drop of a hat. So needs doesn't have comforts. Wants and desires, the comfort level will increase. So if you have a very comfortable life, and do you have dreams? This is also will tell you that you are on the richer side. And another thing is what kind of experiences you are seeking in your life. Are you seeking some things which, non-rich people won't even think of? Are you thinking about going for a trip? Are you thinking about to a certain level? If you're seeking spirituality, that is also means you are rich around, at least you're rich, you're a little bit rich. So all of these things will tell you whether you are rich or not. Now, if you're questioning yourself every now and then, like 15 days once or once a month, do I feel rich? I didn't say that, am I rich? It is, do I feel rich? That will tell you after doing all of these processes and etc., getting some awarenesses, blah, blah, blah. Are you changing in your life? Is your money situation changing? When you compare like this, only you'll know whether your money situation is changing or not. Or you're just bluffing your mind. Or maybe your mindset has to change. You are rich, but you're thinking poor. Okay? Now, why would you think like that? One of the straight answer is that is your motivational factor to grow. The more I think I am not rich, I strive hard to get what I need to be rich. Okay? Now, sometimes what happens is for some people who are playing a certain role in their life, let's say, it won't be possible. Like homemakers, they don't have it under their control. Okay? They have to depend on their provider of the family to get the rich feeling, to give the rich feeling to them. Correct? So in such cases, it's actually a little bit of easier to change the mindset, or the other possibilities, because their mind will be telling that you don't work, how do you expect more money to come? It depends completely on the husband. If the husband gets more money, I get more money. If he doesn't get money, then I don't get money. So I feel helpless. Many of the relationships also break here because the moment you feel helpless, a lot of other things will start. Victim mode will come into picture. So in such cases, it is nothing to do with money. You need to get out of this victimhood. And then whatever money you have will be sufficient for your family. Or you would, without knowing, without you realize, you will start doing some few things where you'll start earning money. Anything can earn money, okay? Anything and everything can earn money. It's just that those thoughts and those ideas have not come to you as yet. Or even if it's come and even if you're trying to do, you're not seeing your worth there. You made yourself very small. And that is why it is. Okay? So this is one thing. And the second thing is, as we discussed in the last session, it's all about how you feel yourself in your body and relationship. If you're feeling very small, minute, helpless, and closed in your body, that means money won't come because money needs to move. So the mantra for your mind should be, it is not about bank balance, it is about being rich, feeling rich. And I am money. So if I move on from my past, all the experiences which I have kept in my mind all the time, money won't move. So if I move away from that, if I let go and move, money will move. So if you blindly follow these things, slowly over the period of time, let's say 3 months or 4 months, 5 months, you'll start seeing, you'll start feeling richer. And one fine day, your lack consciousness will totally go away. But it's not like, okay, now yesterday I was feeling lack, today I am all fine. It's never like that. Any of these work related to subconscious mind is, I did something, I don't know what happened. Because even the solution is very subconscious. And subconscious thing doesn't have words. Subconscious thing will never come to your conscious awareness. That is why we call it subconscious. So even the healing is subconscious means it is not a on off switch button to see the changes. It will take time, and when you compare your current situation to the past 3 months back situation, then you will know that, oh, I have changed and something has changed. Or this month I got so much of money and last month I got so much of money. When you compare it, if there is a big change, then you know that things have changed. Or this month you had such wonderful whole family, everything was so good and nice, and everything went so smoothly. There were less of arguments and fights and everything. You didn't have to struggle for things in your life this month. And last month it was not like that. Then you know things have changed something. This is how you will always find anything you do with subconscious mind. So is with money also. Plus, as we said, you have to look at how richer you're feeling, not your bank balance. That is what we call as abundance. And one more way of looking at is if a lot of opportunities are coming in your way, then definitely something has changed. And whatever opportunity it may not be related to your career. And your relationship with your mother, father, and your friends are becoming richer. That is why we use that word richer in many contexts, because that is what is, it's nothing but having more, that's all. Right? Having more in a right sense where it just makes you feel good. So that is what is all about abundance. So very rich billionaire can also feel that he's not reached that level. He may not feel he's richer. Maybe for him, okay, money is so easy for me, but I want to be spiritual, but it's not happening. Then also we say that he's not rich, or he's not having abundance, let's say. Abundance should make you feel whole and complete. It's like I'm at the peak of my life and everything is happening with me is so beautiful and nice. If you are feeling that, you are feeling rich. Now, how do you convert that to money? Is very, let's say, conscious business effort. That's all. Anything you can convert to money. Anything and everything can be converted into money. Money can be seen as making a lot of contacts. Like if there is a YouTube video and lots of people are watching YouTube video. Okay, so at some point it becomes so many subscribers, then they will start getting paid. How do they get paid? The person who's paying, let's say Google, how does it pay people? Because they earn it through advertisements. Now, whatever reasons you made it for your own fun and happiness can start paying you. So, everything what you call as your feeling of richness, when you convert that feeling to a matter, that gets converted to money only because money can match that energy. E is equal to mc square. So that is why word rich is always related to money. And when you convert this feeling of richness, money will come to you. That is, when we say money will come to you, that means nothing but it's nothing but it's not even manifesting. It is like want to do something. For that, money is required. Okay, you want to have you are desiring to go to your workshop, let's say, and for that you need money, right? Now, if you desire it so much, enough money will come so that you can go to that workshop. Now, the desire, how much you want, that frequency and the energy has to match up with that richness as per you. You should not even have one block as to, oh my God, how do I ask my husband? Then you're gone. Already lack is coming into picture there. So when you have the desire where nothing can stop it, no block can come in between, that is when it has reached that level where it can get converted into mass. So the transformation of the mass, because so far your desire was intangible, right? It was the idea. When it has to get converted into a mass that is tangible matter, that is you really going and sitting in the workshop, that transformation can happen when you give the energy, which is money. So if the transformation should happen, this energy should come. Now, if your desire is so much ready without any blocks, that the transformation can very easily happen, then money will easily come for the transformation to happen. So that is why you should never concentrate on earning the money. Remove the blocks for your desires. Then it's just your desire has to become a matter. That is all about reality, because we are energy, right? We are spirits, we are souls, we are intangible entities or elements. And we already have become flesh and blood people, right? We have become, we can touch ourselves. We are human beings. We have become that already. We have already become matter. So everything at the energy level, we have a capacity to make it to a matter. But for that, you need to have a right time, right amount of energy, right amount of desires. When that is reached, it will get converted into a matter. And for that to happen, energy has to be given. Like you have to fill petrol to drive your car and go away somewhere. Till the time you desire to go to that particular place is just in the energy form or it's in the thought form. It is not materialized yet. But when you put the petrol, when you're all full ready, you packed your suitcase, everything, and you have planned it, you have a Google map on your mobile, and everything is ready. All you require is put the petrol. Putting the petrol is, by the way, you need it because you need it to go, but everything else you're ready. If not petrol, you would have put something else and you still made it happen. It's like that. Money is like that. So just concentrate on how you remove your blocks. And when it comes to that, the question is how to remove the blocks. Okay, fine. Now I have desires. Now I know that I have blocks. How to remove these blocks? You don't have to concentrate on all your belief system related to money. Of course, they all matter. Or you don't have to only concentrate on how my mother felt about money. No, it's not like that. Wherever you think that you are not enough for yourself, wherever you think that you are smaller, you're not good enough, you are helpless, you're small, you're like kind of shrunken, where you feel sad, all of that which makes you a closed person, just work on those things. Don't even think about money at all, don't even think about your desires. Wherever you do not feel good about your past, just work on those things and repeatedly tell yourself that It's over. It's past. It's over. I don't want to look at it and then keep on feeling bad about it. And I want to do something differently. Every time I want to do something differently. So that means to say, even when you're behaving with others who are belong to your past also, and you have a very bad experience of the past, let's say, but when you tell yourself that I will be different, I will look at this relationship differently from now on, then something different you'll start doing. So these are very powerful when you start looking at the energy level. Physically, you may not be able to change anything with this person, but just by thinking energetically like that and letting go of the things in the physical reality, also the matter starts changing because you have already given a different size and shape and the quality for that matter differently. And so it will have to now shape up itself differently. Then all the activities which is required for it to be like that will start happening to you. And that means your relationship will start becoming richer. And that means you'll start getting money. Because as part of changing the relationship, you would have changed a lot of other things also. You may not feel that, oh, will I be allowed to go to the workshop? You'll never even think because you know that you'll be allowed. It is because the relationship problem you're thinking like that. It has nothing to do with your workshop. I'm just taking workshop as an example, okay? That's all. It's nothing to do with workshop or even buying a dress or anything. It's about the relationship. So money should be the least of the problem. First, identify all the relationships and please work on that. And as you change that little by little, day by day, you'll start becoming richer and richer. And then that is when everything will start coming to you because you're at ease in movement. You're letting go of all your stuff, whichever made you get stuck to a past. It will make you move. People may say that it's so easy for you that you're moving on. You don't remember what all you said, what you did, how I struggled. Let them keep there on themselves all the time. Let them be there. You move on. And they may walk away or they may walk out of your life. If they walk away, well and good, you can redefine from the relationship which you had with them. If they walk out of your life, that is also well and good. Unfortunately, they couldn't change. But that's the only bold step you have to do it. If you want money, you have to do it. You can't say that, okay, I want to keep all my sadness and all my problem, everything, and yet I have the desire for this and I want that also. No, that's not how life works. You have to let go. Whatever was your childhood, today let go. Anyway, what can you do with that? Stop blaming. Stop crying. Stop feeling bad about it. It's over. Forget about who was that person in the past. You change yourself completely, fully from now on. And it's possible. Yeah. So that's what today's thing. Now, any question? Anybody did answer the last session's questions? There were too many. When I was writing it down, I mean, I was just putting up in the group, I felt, oh my God, there's so many questions. So, has anybody changed their money issues? Has anyone has done in their life? You just have to compare yourself from the past 5 years to now. I'm sure everyone has. No doubt about it. We all have come through it. How you look at money at that time is different. But sometimes we might have gone in a wrong direction. Maybe situation might have gone worse now. Now then, you know what you tell yourself? Okay, now I have a good case study to change. That is myself. I'm going to change it now. And don't worry about money. Anyway, you're struggling, okay. Struggle for another 1 month, 2 months. It's okay. But change, work on yourself, change. It's all very simple. You don't have to go on doing a lot of therapies and all of it. You just have to separate yourself from the past and move from there. If what is stopping you from moving that? If you're going back again and again and feeling bad about it and crying and seeing the same patterns in your life, then you're stuck. At least that much I'm sure everybody can understand. Now, what it takes for you to tell yourself that stop crying, no more, enough. And stop blaming others also. Can you do self talk and tell yourself in a very harsh way if you want? Stop it now. What makes me get stuck in this? Why? Do I need pity? These are the questions you should ask. And put an end to that story. How long it takes for you to put an end to that story? Maybe you want to. Is that the way you're connecting to your mother? Let's assume your mother is no more. Is that the way you're connecting to your mother? By looking at those tough times you had with your mother or the relationship you shared with your mother? There were beautiful times also. Why can't you remember the beautiful times? And let go of the old one. Anyway, she's not there anymore. Okay, why? Why are you worrying about it? Stop it. You will never forget your mother. Even if you forget it, nothing can be done. She can't do anything. It's okay. You want a different life, move on. Or if the mother is alive, are you trying to respect her, show her love by merging into her? It may be like in a lot of ways she was very good. Still, you can't merge with her. You have to be you. If you're merging with her, you are also taking a lot of her issues unnecessarily, and you're stuck. And your relationship with people may be bad because of these problems. And side effect is you don't have money. You just need to look at your relationships and start changing it. Wherever it is possible, please let go. Wherever it is not possible, separate the person from the relationship you have as two elements. And then the person looks very normal to you when you start doing that. Sometimes person look very weak also for you. Because of those definition of the relationship with them you have created, they have become very important or they have become invincible. But when you separate these two, that person just looks like a raw rice. And this relationship is like biryani. Okay, let go of the biryani. I always remember one thing. You know the singer Adnan Sami? He had become extremely fat. And when he went to the doctor, I heard this in his interview. The doctor asked him, you have two choices. Choose one. The two choices are life or biryani. And he said he chose life. That's exactly what we need to do. We are choosing the wrong things. Today, you make a different choice. Just for the heck of it, at least sit and do, have fun in doing that. And then see what changes in your life. 100 things will change. Unless you see the change, nobody can take you there. That's the whole thing about this world. I have created my own world. Navina has created her own world. Trupti has created her own world. Everyone has created their own world. Now, Navina cannot do therapy for me, for my world, no? She doesn't even know my world. Of course, she can help me, okay, do this, do that, da 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 da. But who is the one who feels the change is you. When you do it, you only will feel it. And there is no way that I can vouch for this is exactly how your life will be if you let go of this. I can't. Because, first of all, what I know is Naveena's reality. I don't know what her mind has created the world. I know only her reality. What she says, okay, this is what it is. This is how it is for me. This is what is happening to me, which is the physical reality, which is a fact, is what I know. I don't know what she has created in her mind. And only she can change. So, we all need to sit every day 10 minutes to 10 minutes is not sufficient. You have to sit half an hour every day. And at least to motivate yourself, you tell this, you're doing this for the money. That is not exactly money. It is like how Adnan Swami said, I'm choosing life. So I'm choosing a greater life. So for that, sit and take out every pain point, every limitation, every belief what you have about your life and you, about, don't think about others. Every day, half an hour you work. Just 1 month you work. It's you have to make it like a regime. And after 1 month, it's like tomorrow is May 1st. Let's have another call on June 1st. For all those people who have done at least 4 days or 5 days a week, at least this activity, and we will see how rich you feel in your life. In whatever aspect, health wise, wealth wise, as a person wise, peace wise, love wise, I will give you guarantee you will change. It's just that we are all too lazy, or we think that we have got great life and we are interested in attending a lot of talks and workshops and everything. Again, we are already rich, by the way. So we feel that, yeah, it's nice. And it's what in our head we think that definitely I'll do it. Why not? Of course. But it is so difficult to sit and face your own self, even to tell that this is a horrible relationship I have. I don't want to face it. So many years I've lived. No, another 40 years I'll live and die. It's okay, fine. One of my friends, I remember, she told me that when we were talking about karma, she said, why we should be busy in our life. No, let's do karma. It's okay. Why can't we think that without all of this, how imagine how life can be? It can be so rich, it can be so beautiful, it can be so much experiential that you are satisfied. Yeah, I did a good life. It's nothing to do about money or all that. It's something to feel about your own self and being so powerful, being so contributory, being so present. If 2-3 people tell you that whatever you're doing is so nice, oh, that day you helped me, it just helped me so good, don't we all feel nice? There is no involvement of money there, right? Why do we feel like we feel rich? We feel rich in our heart. We feel like giving it more. That's exactly what is life all about. That is when your heart is opened. That is when money can come. But can you hold that state long enough, like 3 months? That is when the miracle will happen to you in all directions. That's when I'm trying to tell you. Forget about one whole month, 3 months. Let's try 1 month. Try. Very sincerely try and write down in the journal. Every day, I'll sit half an hour. I'll take up one issue and I'll think about it. That's all. Let me think about that one issue. And when you're thinking, ground rules are no judgment, no blaming others, and also thinking, how can I change this? How can I do something different that it changes? That's all. Just only do this much and continue attending all workshop, continue attending all talks, continue making yourself happy, interested. Please continue with all of that because that gives us a lot of enthusiasm and life for us. That's nice. We need more energy coming, but we need to lift our blocks. And when you focus on something, it becomes materialized. And that is when your desire becoming matter is so fast, and we call that we are manifesting it. But manifestation just doesn't happen by one means of saying affirmation or writing gratitude. No, it won't happen. Until you face your block, until you open your heart, until you let go of your past, manifestation don't happen to you. After this, you don't have to show gratitude because your life is filled with gratitude. Because you don't have any judgments, you don't have any blames. That's enough. So that is what it is, today's thing as a continuation. Anybody has any question? Otherwise, we are closing the meeting.
Isha, can I share something?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so last time I was speaking about the resource, you said, reach out to the resource. And I said, I observed one thing, one person who is really abundant in every way. I would say abundance. And I happened to talk to him. I reached out to him and I talked to him and I said, what is the basic mantra? How do you live life? I'm sure there must be conflicts and all, but how do you deal with it? All these questions I posed to him. And he said, see, it's his first thing he said that, that probably I'm a very good actor in life. It's not that I don't face conflicts, I don't have issues in my life or something. But when I come, I have accepted and I let go so many things. That is what he shared. He said, like with the sibling, probably I have lived with my spouse more than what I've lived with my sibling. And even with sibling, you fight, right? It's not that you don't fight with your sibling or you don't fight with your parents, but then you easily let go of it. So why can't you do it in a relationship with a spouse with whom you have lived more than what you have lived, spent time with your sibling or something? So he said conflicts happen in a relationship, but the way you deal with it, and he said many other things, life had gave me opportunities and I moved on, I did this, but tackle in the way like letting go. So small things. I felt that, when we talk to people who are in that space, it gives us so many tips. It's not that we don't know. But when we hear all the more with people who have practiced in their life, it gives us an added motivation to at least think about that way. And it gave me so much, it was so happy talking to him. And he was so humble and down to earth. And he said, no, it's not like we don't fight. We fight crazily. But at the end of the day, we let go and make peace. And then we are back to, loving and
What
caring and
happens is,
sharing it.
when you start practicing all this, let's take Buddhism.
Hmm.
Okay, when you start practicing all of this, Buddhism is all about practicing,
Right.
you know. Slowly, your characteristics will become like that.
Hmm.
But initially, you have to put an effort.
Right.
You remember that exercise we did, changing the bracelet from this side to this side? That was an
Yeah.
effort. When the thought comes, when your attitude, is blaming and judgmental and feeling pity about yourself and all of that, when you are aware of it, when you know that this is what I'm doing, you will stop there.
Right.
And that is when everything starts. And there is no need to make your point clear to others. You're
Right.
not going to achieve anything. So it's better that you keep your point of view with yourself and let people talk. Whenever conflict comes, no, it should be like one-sided. That person should be screaming. And
Mhm.
you let go, because why do you want to add fuel to that? No need. Let it be one-sided.
Yeah. I mean, I felt today, even talking to him, I felt it was such a good feeling that talking to that person itself, you said, no, talk to that resource. It was such a nice feeling, talking to a person who has achieved or at a level, it felt so nice. So I feel it's as you said, no, it's a feeling within.
Yeah, and we all have to remember that it's practice. There
Yeah.
is nothing other than practicing. Yeah.
Eshanye,
Hmm.
there's one story also that there was one person who monk or so what was screaming on Buddha, and he was sitting there, keep and calm. And after sometimes he was asked me, "See, I've been saying so many things to you, but you are as same as it you were earlier." He said, "Ki I didn't receive anything. All what you are saying, so it is with you
That's
only." So it is finally it comes to what I feel in the whole system, whatever we are doing it, that situations are similar, opportunities are similar, everything is similar for many people, but it is basically our personal response, how we respond, how we
absolutely.
react to the situation, that
Absolutely.
differs. So
Yeah.
in your case, this is the same thing, that you take care of yourself, your response, your reaction, your feeling, and whatever. And the other thing is that Buddhism also says that when we play the cards, we say that teen ikke hai, hamare paas char ikke hain. So gratitude, love, the empathy, these are all the ikkas in your hand, which you can encash anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
With all these things, if you have yourself, so you can go through
Yeah.
anything.
And the thing is, when in the past, when you have whatever you have responded, you have realized it. So you don't have to respond the same way. It's like
Good,
we
good.
have to go on renewing ourselves differently. We have to
Because
we have to rejuvenate ourselves as a different person altogether.
practically the cells of the body regenerate every time, every minute
Yeah.
of the thing. So we should be also in the new.
Yes. So at that time, you can always tell yourself, I will let go of my mother. I'll go let go of my whatever happened in my
Right.
past as a
Yes.
childhood. I'll let go of this. If someone is really bad to you, I'll let go of them also. I don't have to deal with it. They may be in your house 24 hours. Still, you can let go. It comes by practice. It comes by practice.
I am following this to an extent, and this
Yes.
has transformed certain things also in my life.
And it becomes a characteristics after some time. You don't have to practice anymore.
So correct.
It becomes you.
They become the habits type of a
Yes.
thing.
Yes. It,
Subconsciously, they become a
it
routine.
doesn't mean that you do not feel the emotions. We are supposed to feel the emotions, but the responses,
Different reaction and responsibility.
that is what you need to change.
Yes.
You
So
should
that means
not
I
have,
have understood what you are telling very correctly.
yeah, it is
Thank
correct.
you. Thank
And then it's like the responses is being a victim, being helpless, wanting empathy and sympathy. Empathy is different. Wanting sympathy or showing anger. you can, if you're angry, it is good you're getting angry. That is you're not tolerating the abuse. But you don't have to get angry and scream at them and just divert the topic. There's a way to talk.
You divert yourself only.
Yeah, and then there's a way to talk. There is a point in which you have to tell what is happening to you and what you don't want to happen with empathy towards that other person, because that person has not realized it. That person is only reflecting you, basically.
Isha, in my system, I've realized that you can't change anyone to any extent.
It's not just in your system,
You who have to
this world.
this world, whatever you call it, but it is you who have to change yourself, your reaction, your response. That will bring the change automatically in the other fields.
Yes. And that is when you change yourself from victim to a powerful person. It doesn't mean that you become a perpetrator now on them. It's not that. It is, do not have to play the drama. Don't be in the drama anymore. Get out.
Storyline.
Enough of playing this drama. The moment you start doing it, you'll start feeling richer and richer in yourself. And it'll all come out either as a very kind person, or it'll come out like a contribution,
Yeah.
or it will come out like having a lot of money. Any of this is a means which is telling you that your life is becoming richer. Okay, anyway, we are done. Thanks a lot for all of you. Next
Even
week.
you have an expanded energy also with the body within yourself. In
Yeah.
your
Yes.
Thank you, Isha.
Thank you. And another thing, I am doing a family constellation related activity on Thursday. There's another group. And if nobody is there in that group,
Offline or online?
Online, all are online.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Some fantastic realizations will do it. I realized a lot when we did just hold on a minute, when we did